Hi everyone, it's Cherie from 12 by 12 Cardstock Shop, and today I am bringing the File Science is Fun from Marjorie Ann Designs. This is boy number 1. I imported him into Cricut Design Space with a width of 13.0, and I let it auto adjust the height, which came out to 10.125. Now, I do use art glitter glue, so when I dry piece my pieces, meaning they're just layered on top of each other without being glued down, I did mark his shirt so I knew where the shirt went. If you're new to scrapbooking, I do recommend using Barely Art Glue instead of art glitter glue to start with, because Barely Art Glue does give you more of a chance to move your pieces around versus art glitter glue dries instantly. So if you are going to make this is boy number 1, but glue his pant legs down first, and I didn't realize this until I rewatched my video. Luckily, I hadn't put any pressure down on his shirt, so I was able to slide his pant legs under his shirt. His shirt color is going to be the color Cascade. It is textured paper from American Crafts. His pant color is the color Caramel, the same color I use on my bears, also from American Crafts, and it's textured. All of my paper is textured, and for all of this except for his glasses, I did use American Crafts. His shoes are the color Chestnut. I do have a swatch of inks, so when I go around my pieces with a finger dauber, I try to ensure that I go 2 shades darker just to guesstimate that it's dark enough for any fading, as some inks do fade over time, some don't. There is a difference between permanent ink, archival ink, alcohol inks. So if you're going to start with ink, make sure you know which kind of ink you're working with. On my YouTube, I do have some inking processes so you can see which is paper pieces and leftovers. And for these, I mostly just put them together for 12 by 12 Cardstock Shop. The inking process is very lengthy, and it is kind of hard to cram all of the inking plus the gluing into one video. So my page, sometimes they're broken up. But for this piece went together very quickly, and it's not a difficult paper piecing as long as you just go in order, take your time, don't be in a hurry. And that's with all your pieces. If you dry piece and just layer them without any glue, you then can recognize which goes on first, which goes on next, and which goes on last. So you cut down the chances of mistakes. His lab coat is just a white. It's textured white, and I went around the edges with the color called Twilight from Catherine Pooler. It's a light gray, just so there was some definition and it didn't just blend off into the piece behind it. Now, for his glasses, I did use the plastic-like paper, which I'm actually finding myself to love. It's a pack that comes with several colors, and they are 12 by 12 sheets, and I used the black. Now, the Cosmic Shimmer glitter glue paste I got from Amazon, and I used that, as you see the little shiny reflective dots on the hair. I use it once it's dry to place the hair down so I can get proper placement of his eyes and his glasses, so I'm not guessing where to put them. I also used it on the back of his eyes and his glasses. That way they were in place so I could trace them. And then I pop them off to do all the details, such as the eyelashes and my chalking as far as the cheek colors. And you can glue over it. I'm gluing over it, and it actually gives it just a little bit more reinforcement, so you don't have to worry about it interfering with any of the glue. So I went ahead and glued his head down after his lab coat was on. So you will start with the pant legs, the shirt, the soles of the shoes, his lab coat, and then the little ruffle collar piece on the front, and then glue his head down lastly. I went ahead and did the eyes and got all of my chalking done before putting the hair down, and then the glasses lastly. He's so cute. The arms are going to go behind his lab coat. His nose goes over the glasses, as you see. And I did not glue his hands down because I wasn't sure what kind of piece I was going to have him hold. I did create that clear piece up there. That's just something I've taught myself to do. It's not perfected, so I haven't shared it with anyone yet, just because I'm still working out how to get it a little bit more without all of the extra bubbles. There's several things you can use, but it is me starting with acetate as my base because it's clear, and 12 by 12 cardstock shop does have acetate. Clear glue, but you do have to allow it hours to dry, otherwise you will leave fingerprints in it. I'm just trying to figure out how to get the bubbles not to show up. But it's just something that I've played with for a long time, and I don't use it very frequently or very often to remember from the last time how to get all the bubbles out. And I'm not sure I could apply a heat gun or not, but irregardless, he's almost together. His little cuffs go on top of the sleeve, and then the sleeve gets glued behind the body, as I was saying. And one of his hands, which just shot across my glass plate, is going to go behind. But like I said, I'm not going to glue the other one on just because I'm not sure yet. And there's my little beaker with, it's not dry all the way. That's why it still has a little bit of a yellow look to it. And his hand goes on in the cloud. I'm not sure if I'm going to put that on or not. And that's just why I was holding it, looking at it. But here's the finished piece. And thank you for watching. Have a good day.